Welcome to the virtual online open house for the Shorewood Forest Subdivision Stormwater Infrastructure Study. Thank you for taking the time to view this, and we are happy that you could join us. The Porter County Department of Development and Stormwater Management is responsible for all stormwater activities throughout the county, and its mission is to improve water quality, reduce flood damages, and restore and enhance the natural drainage system. Christopher Burke Engineering is a local engineering firm that has been hired by the department to assist them with developing this study for the Shorewood Forest subdivision. Our hope is that this presentation will educate residents on the purposes and goals of the study, let residents know what they can expect throughout the course of this effort, and inform residents of what they can do to contribute to the overall success of the study. Whenever a large study like this takes place, we would typically sponsor an area-wide open house where all impacted residents can meet with us in person and share their concerns. Unfortunately, due to current social distancing guidelines, a virtual open house is being held instead. We hope this presentation will be informative to you and will encourage you to provide us with the valuable information that you have as a Shorewood resident. Contact information for our consulting team and department staff is provided at the end of this presentation. The Stormwater Infrastructure Study directly affects all Shorewood residents, and it is important to understand the concerns of the public. Gathering information from you is vital to the creation of a plan that incorporates your concerns as well as addresses the overall needs of the subdivision. Nobody understands the existing stormwater problems better than Shorewood residents, and we want to know what you know. Your input is vital to the success of the study. While it is ideal to meet you in person to provide us with your local knowledge, we still hope you will provide us information based on your experience. Based on our review of the input received, we may recommend in-person follow-up meetings with individual residents or groups of residents in order to gather additional information. The purpose of the Stormwater Infrastructure Study is to assess the existing drainage problems throughout the subdivision and identify projects that would alleviate or eliminate those issues. The study gives the department a blueprint for how to implement those projects in a way that is most beneficial to the public. The typical stormwater projects coming out of the study will likely be a combination of the following: storm sewer rehabilitation and replacement, upsizing storm sewers and excavating stormwater storage to reduce flooding, restoration projects to address existing erosion hazards on streams and ravines, creating new overland flow routes or re-establishing existing ones, and creating bioswales and other green infrastructure practices which will capture stormwater and promote infiltration of that water into the ground, which will reduce stormwater runoff and improve water quality. All stormwater runoff from the subdivision, whether it's collected in the storm sewer in the street or the ravine in your backyard, ends up in Lake Louise, which means that the condition of the existing stormwater infrastructure is directly related to the health of the lake and is key to protecting the water quality and functionality of the lake for years to come. Several steps need to be taken to complete a comprehensive stormwater study like this. These include data collection, analysis of existing conditions, preparation of concept plans, analysis of how effective proposed projects will be, and preparing a cost estimate for each project. Using all of this information, a prioritization matrix of the projects can be generated that accounts for the level of urgency, estimated cost, and number of affected residents. At the conclusion of this study, the results will be presented to the public and summarized into a technical report. We are currently underway with the first step, which is to collect and analyze all available data on the existing stormwater infrastructure. You can see there are several more steps in the process. The most important way that you can participate in the plan development is to fill out the Stormwater Concern Reporting form on the department's website. This is a fillable form that asks a variety of questions regarding your experience as a resident. As we stated before, the information from you is very beneficial and is crucial to the overall success of the study. Shorewood residents know the existing stormwater problems better than anyone. and your input allows us to better understand the history and scope of those issues that are occurring throughout the subdivision. We encourage you to fill out the questionnaire and include any photographs that you have that documents what happens on your property or what you have seen throughout the subdivision during storm events. This shows the timeline for the study, as well as the major project milestones. As you can see, we are currently in the data collection portion of the project. After analyzing all the collected data, we will supplement that information with fieldwork that includes surveying and assessing the stormwater infrastructure throughout the subdivision. During the fieldwork portion of the study, Department and CBEL staff may need to access your property in order to collect information on the existing storm sewers and ravines. You will always be notified in advance, and your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Following the field work, we will work with a local company to televise portions of the existing storm sewer system to further assess the condition of the pipes. Again, access to your property may be required during this portion of the study, and you will always be notified in advance of the work. From November through January 2021, we will be developing the existing condition stormwater model of the entire Shorewood drainage system to reflect what happens today. We will then simulate a variety of proposed drainage improvements with the modeling so that we can quantify the benefits of a proposed project. All proposed projects, whether it involves the restoration of a ravine or the construction of a new storm sewer, will have its own conceptual plan, cost, and associated benefits. We expect to wrap up the study by April of 2021, when the results of all of these tasks will be summarized in a report and presented to the public. This study will serve as the roadmap for future capital improvement projects planned by the department throughout the Shorewood Forest subdivision. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and we look forward to working with you over the course of the study. Your help and cooperation during this effort is greatly appreciated. While this is a new approach to a traditional open house, the value of the information you can provide has not changed. Feel free to contact Mike, Adam, or Luke if you have any questions or comments. Here is our contact information, and we encourage you to reach out to us. Thanks again.